Hi, beautiful souls. This is your 35-minute Somatic Yin yoga with vagus nerve stimulation to open the body and purge cortisol and layers of deep-seated tension from the body, softening the fascia, soothing the nervous system, and stimulating your vagus nerve, your body's natural pathway to calm and regulation. If this is your first time, I'm very excited to meet and greet you here. I'm Rebecca Aramini Lupo, the creator of Body Illumination. Grab your props or whatever makes you feel cozy. I'm using 2 blocks. Come have a seat. Let's take a moment right now to gently set down the weight you've been carrying, the spiraling thoughts, the responsibilities, the noise of opinions that don't belong to you. Just for the next little while, let's come home to the body and let's connect to that radiant, resilient heart. Bring one hand to your heart and pause here to connect in. Set an intention, your personal, unique intention. Let's take the other hand on top, right on top of your chest, and maybe set that intention as an affirmation. Try listening for a moment, and maybe one comes to you. I am opening my heart. I am releasing my layers. I am free. Softening through the face. Let your breath rise from the pelvis and ripple through the belly, then the chest, and then the heart. We're signaling safety to your nervous system. Releasing the hands, let's roll the shoulders up and back. We're going to begin with my signature seated somatic thread the needle. The upper back, particularly around the thoracic spine, is connected to the vagus nerve, which plays a really important role in your parasympathetic nervous system. With your knees bent, step your right foot into the earth. Then reach your left arm out and wide and take it across your upper thigh. Now you're welcome to stagger this leg so you can walk the knee further forward to modify this, and you're also welcome to sit up on props. On your next inhale, broaden through the upper back and gently move that right knee to the right and drag your chest forward. Exhale and come back. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, come back up. And you can make this bigger or smaller. Exhale. Open the heart as you press and spiral. 1, 2, or maybe 3 more. Listen to your body. Notice the subtle tension that lives in the upper back and also the side body. This is often where we store stress that the mind doesn't always know how to process, and especially along that gallbladder meridian. When you feel that you are complete with the somatic movement, see if you can stay in the stillness. And if you're new to Yin Yoga, we're softening. We're not forcing the stretch. We're allowing the musculature and the fascia to soften when they are ready. Let's gently release Take a moment to find some gentle organic movements. Roll the shoulders out, stretch open your jaw, and then take your left leg extended all the way out and take your right leg up and over. We're moving into a yin yoga half shoelace, commonly known as Gomukhasana. Let's take a side bend, right ear to your right shoulder, right hand onto your left temple, adding subtle pressure here. You could take that left hand behind you into a half bind, maybe flubber the lips, open your jaw, let out a sigh. Work your fingertips right into the tissue and the temples, the back of the head. Inhale, bring your chin down towards your armpit, and exhale, lift it back up. Keeping the side bend, inhale, add the rotation, exhale, lift. And 2 more, and looking down like you're almost smelling your armpit. And then on your last one, we're just going to release your head and take a nice twist over towards the top leg. Twisting towards the left using blocks. You can take them on the high side or the low side. And you're also welcome to stagger it out a little more forward to the right. So play with it. If you don't want to fold forward towards the foot, then you're welcome to stay up high. And you can play with sitting up on a prop and seeing if that provides a different stretch that your body might be needing. As we're twisting, we're rinsing out the spine, opening up the fascial lines that connect to the adrenal system. And your breath has much more space here, especially along the ribs and the kidneys, the back of the lungs, where we unconsciously hold protective tension. Allow your inhale to softly expand this space. And as you exhale, imagine cortisol, that stress hormone, just melting and trickling out of the tissues. And just stay here. The body doesn't unwind all at once, but it will acquiesce if you're patient. You're shifting your chemistry, you're telling your nervous system that it's safe. Lift your chest back up and maybe take a counter twist over to the right. Then we're going to step into that front right foot and step the left leg back into a dragon pose. That back leg is in a low lunge, dropping the back knee. Left hand comes into the earth, or you can place it on some block. Right hand on your thigh or your hip. Inhale, twist to your right, and then exhale, come back. Again, inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, move back. One more time, friends, and then let's just hold the twist. Maybe keep the toes tucked, maybe not. Okay, go inward and maybe take your right hand behind your head and open through the heart. Maybe, if you'd like to, you can bend that back leg and reach around, grabbing onto the foot. If that is what your body needs today, any variation that you need, this is your practice. Dragon pose gently pulls on the deep hip and psoas lines where lots of stress hormones live. As the front of the body opens, the nervous system begins to downshift. And feel your breath drop lower. And then soften in the stillness. And just be okay. Remind yourself, whatever comes up, if it's a tear, if it's a giggle, if it's a little anxiety, be okay with it. And the more you practice like this, the more you'll notice when emotion is lodging in your body. You'll also be aware of the need to let it go. Repatterning those areas that we hold chronic tension that we're not even aware of. Step your right leg back, and we're moving into ankle pose, which is a yin yoga pose, also known as thunderbolt pose or the traditional hatha vajrasana. We're kneeling with your knees together and your feet pointing straight back. Play with your weight distribution, lifting your knees gently up, transferring your weight back for more sensation. Try placing a block underneath the knees as I'm demonstrating. To reduce pressure, you can place a blanket between your thighs and your calves, and you can also play with one in the earth, especially if you have a lot of sensitivity in the ankle joint. Now round through the upper back, you're going to take your hands underneath your armpits. So you look like a little pigeon or you're doing the chicken dance. The top of your hand is right in your armpit, or you can drag it a little lower down onto the ribs or even lower near the waist. Then you're going to round through the upper body and feel that delicious sensation of opening up the upper back. Gently bring your chin towards your chest and maybe let out a sigh. Inhale, open the heart up. Exhale, round back forward. Let's then take the right hand over onto the left side, adding a little bit of pressure on the outside of the left arm. Bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round forward. Bring your right hand onto the outside of that left shoulder, adding a little bit more sensation here, a little more pressure. Then inhale, open the heart, and then exhale, round back forward. And do that again. Inhale, left shoulder goes back. Exhale, and round forward. Just once more. Now release and rinse out those hands. Open your jaw, and let's move on to the right side. So the right hand goes right into the armpit and the left hand comes to the back of that shoulder. Inhale, ready? We're going to open up through the heart. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, open the front side of the heart. Exhale, open the back side of the heart. And then just do that once more, my friends. And gently release those hands, roll out through the wrists, decompress. Then take your fingertips onto your chest, gentle tapping to reset our vagus nerve. Open through the jaw, maybe flubber your lips, connecting to the breath, and gently massaging the fascia with these taps. You're also welcome to play with making little fists if you prefer. While you're here, just notice if you're holding your breath. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Maybe make the tapping faster. Play with making it slower. Be curious about how your body's responding. When you have that urge to cry or maybe even laugh, remember that's your body downshifting into the parasympathetic nervous system. Purging cortisol. Shake out those hands and let's remove the blocks. And gently crisscross your legs underneath you. Come to a seated pose and let's just check in. Maybe roll the shoulders back, shake out your hands. And then we're going to do a little vagus humming too. So you're going to shake, shake, shake those hands, a little somatic shake, maybe nod your head and join me. Inhale. And as you exhale, hum in the back of your throat. Inhale. Inhale. Release your hands down. Pause for a moment, just feel the energy shift. Step your left foot into the floor. Keep your right leg bent and out to the side, like a half butterfly pose. Extend your right arm out long and take it across your left thigh. Inhale and open your left knee towards the left. Let it reach towards the earth. Exhale and bring your knee back up towards center. Inhale, knee opens to the side. Exhale back towards center. Do maybe 1, 2, or 3 more. Maybe play with closing your eyes and notice the sensations in the upper back, the jaw, the low back, even the leg. Soften your shoulders and notice your natural breath as it is. No need to change anything. Just bring awareness. Notice what you feel: warmth, subtle resistance. Let the sensation speak to you, not as a warning, but as a whisper. And then arrive into the stillness of this shape. Let's come on up, rinse out the wrists and the shoulders, find some gentle shoulder rolls, and extend your right leg out in front of you. Take your left leg on top, piling the knees one on top of each other, coming into your half shoelace. When you're ready, you're going to take your left arm and reach over, grabbing onto the temple or the ear on your right side. Add a little bit of pressure here. Maybe take that arm behind you and come into a half bind. Maybe flubber the lips or stretch open your jaw, whatever you might need here. Just pause here for a moment, check into the upper body. Notice if this is one of those places where you tend to brace and hold tension. Inhale, gently bring your chin towards your armpit, and exhale, come back up. Do that 2 more times, gentle somatic movements, rinsing out the nerves, tapping back into that infinite intelligence in the body. Release your head. We're going to spiral towards the top leg, over towards your left side. Play with positioning the blocks. Remember, this side might be really different from the other side, so honor that. Maybe sit up on a block if you feel that the hips are a little tighter on this side. Inhale, and then on your exhale, gently soften here. Inhale, slowly come on up and maybe take a counter twist over to the other side. Then we're going to step into that left foot and extend your right leg behind you. Play with tucking the toes or untucking the toes. Your right hand can come into the earth, or you can stack it up on some blocks. And then go ahead and order what you'd like from this menu. So you can bend the back leg, you can come into a half bind, play with all the different variations that I'm demonstrating for you today. And maybe take the hand, that left arm behind your head, and revolve open, opening the heart, or maybe come into that half bind. Opening that psoas, it's such a fascinating and emotionally charged muscle in the body. Connecting the lumbar spine and the femur, it's the only muscle that bridges the upper and the lower body, essentially acting as a core connector between your spine, your pelvis, your hips, your legs. But it's directly linked to that autonomic nervous system. It's wrapped in fascia that communicates with the diaphragm and the vagus nerve, making it a storage house for stress, fear, trauma, and yes, cortisol. The more we nourish our psoas, the more we shift from survival mode to restoration. We lower cortisol, we calming inflammation, and we begin to regulate our emotions, which is pretty profound from a psoas stretch. Let's gently bring our hips back, step that left foot back, come into a tabletop pose. So your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, round through the spine, and then extend, pitter patter your feet, round again and sit back. Inhale, open the heart. Now we are fusing together a melting heart yin yoga pose, very much like puppy pose or anahatasana, and toes pose. So if you practice with me regularly, you know I like to blend and fuse together different poses. So this variation keeps the toes tucked under. So you're opening the toes just like we would in toes pose, but a lot less sensation here. So play with that if that works for you. Then take the heart in towards the earth. I have my forearms on blocks, creating a nice hammock for my chest. And you're welcome to use a pillow for your forehead or maybe another block. You can also drop your chin into the earth if that is what your body needs today. Inhale, palms go from facing towards each other down towards the earth, and the heart lifts ever so slightly. And then on your exhale, just surrender your head back down and let the palms turn so that they're facing each other again. And when you're ready, you're going to gently, again, inhale, push the palms down, and ever so slightly lift your heart up. And then exhale, lower down, release. And then the palms gently rotate, and you feel the shoulders externally rotate. Feel any sensations in the back side, the upper back, the back of the heart. Again, let's inhale, rotate the palms down, head lifts, and then exhale, release. Now soften the breath and try to let go of efforting. Let gravity really do the work here. And imagine your spine melting with each breath, as if your body is sighing into the earth. The heart's opening, stretching the thoracic spine and the front body, releasing the diaphragm, where we hold lots of emotional tension and often shallow breathing. And feel the chest expand, and this helps to stimulate your vagus nerve. The stillness and subtle pressure around the heart and the throat center. This shifts the nervous system from that fight or flight to the rest, the digest, the restoration and rejuvenation. Let's focus on some gentle vagus nerve stimulation. So take the tongue to the roof of your mouth, and then you're going to massage it from the left side all the way along the top to the right, creating like a rainbow shape with your tongue at the roof of your mouth. And do that about anywhere from 3 to 6 times, stimulating your vagus nerve and down-regulating cortisol. You might feel a wave of emotion or heat or gurgle. Just allow it. This is that somatic invitation to meet yourself with softness and allowing. Let's make our way up nice and slowly, pushing into the earth. Crisscross your legs underneath you. And let's rinse out the spine. Take a nice twist to your left-hand side, right hand to the outside of your thigh, and then change sides. Okay, we're moving on to our backside friend. So I'm taking a block in the center of my mat, and I'm holding it the long way along the short edge of the mat. Then I'm going to take my upper back right onto the block, opening my heart. I'm taking my arms up and over my head. You're welcome to keep them down by your hips. If this is too much sensation, grab onto a pillow or a blanket and put it over the block. And play with lying flat, or use 2 blocks if you want more sensation. From here, we're going to take a nice, gentle in-breath. When you get to the top of your in-breath, sip the breath in just a little bit more, and then stretch out your exhalation. Let's do that about 2 more times. We're transitioning into final relaxation. If you want to, you can stay on your block, maybe move onto your backside, whatever you need. Friends, if you would like to stay in Shavasana for an extended period, I welcome you. Otherwise, join me and gently roll over to one side in a little ball. Pausing here, connecting back into your breath, feeling the space around you. And then slowly come on up to a seated pose. As we close our practice, let's connect into that intention one more time. Maybe it's something that you can bring with you off the mat. Take one hand to your heart, just like we started, and maybe take the other one on top. And then whisper your intention, or maybe say it out loud. I am opening my heart. I am releasing my layers. I am free. Connect into that energy, that new energy, the frequency that you tapped into. Hold your hands out in front of you and feel the energy in your hands. Send it out into the world. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Om Shanti, 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 Namaste. I'm very excited to share with you that I now have an exclusive membership on both YouTube and on Patreon for those of you who need a little extra support on your wellness journey. And I also am thrilled to share with you a free weekly calendar to make your life easier and your practices more regular. And if you're ready for more practices just like this, please comment below Somatic Yin. Namaste, my beautiful friends.